What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition Ronda Rousey. Here we do have Ronda Rousey in the packaging. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and we'll have a better look at the Ultimate Edition of Ronda Rousey. Stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have the Ultimate Edition Ronda Rousey pose and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually run through her accessories. Ronda Rousey does come with 3 alternate head sculpts. She comes with the angry expression that she has on her right now. She comes with a smiling expression with a ponytail. And then she also gets a smiling expression with her hair off to the side. Ronda Rousey also does come with 2 pairs of hands. She comes with a pair of fists. And then she comes with a pair of grasping hands. Ronda Rousey also does come with interchangeable arms, so you can have her with the bare arms. Or you can pose her with the jacket on, and we do get a pair of arms to go with the jacket. Her final accessory is her ring skirt, kilt, whatever you want to call it, which it all looks good when you put her all together, which is a really nice little thing that Mattel did with this figure. Other than that, she doesn't come with anything. I don't know what more you'd want her to come with. But with that out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to her details. And so here we have a closer look at Ronda Rousey, and Mattel did a fantastic job with this head sculpt. This is the head sculpt I've been waiting for. I've actually been waiting for a Ronda Rousey in her wrestling gear for some time now, and really glad I have it. Really interesting that they went with the Ultimate line for it. But anyway, this is a really good head sculpt. If I have one issue with it, it's the eyes. It looks like Ronda Rousey, don't get me wrong. I really do like this head sculpt, but she is missing eyeshadow. She had a lot of eyeshadow on when she wore this at WrestleMania, so this is probably like mid-match, late-match Ronda Rousey where she lost all her eyeliner. It's a little detail that I wish that Mattel had taken a little consideration for, but other than that, it's still a really good head sculpt. You can see she has the braid going on the side right here onto her ponytail. Surprisingly, her hairband is not painted. That's actually something that Mattel normally paints, and I don't know why we didn't get to paint it with Ronda Rousey. But the hair sculpt on her is phenomenal, and it's the exact same hair sculpt on her smiling expression, so I am glad that we did get this expression and a smiling expression just so you can have her pose however you want her. Moving on to her torso, everything about this figure is unique, and I really do like that. From her torso, her arms, her fists, everything about her is unique, and I really do like the torso that they went with her. You can see it does say Rowdy on the front, and unfortunately on mine you can see there is a little bit of paint smudge on mine, so that is a little bit unfortunate. But the white top is contrasted with the red trimming, which looks really good. On the back you can see the 3 straps, which is accurate to how she had it. And we do have that red trimming right here at the top as well. Nothing on the bottom, but again, that's pretty much how she wore her gear. If we have a look at her arms here, you can see she does have bare arms until we get to her wrists where she's wearing these gloves, tape. I don't know what to call this. I really don't know why they just didn't go with MMA gloves for Ronda Rousey. You know, she's an MMA fighter, so why not give her them? They do have nice sculpt work on them. You can see right here the laces are sculpted really well. And the good thing about this is that her hand is actually sculpted on. These aren't paint applications. It's sculpted even here on the wristband. So I really do like that little detail that they went the extra mile and sculpted all that detail. Really good torso that they went with Ronda. I am glad that it's not too toned, but it's not flabby, because Ronda is not flabby whatsoever. One thing I do want to criticize is that her pants are a little too low. When she was wrestling at WrestleMania, her tights were actually a little bit higher, pretty much up to her belly button. I understand they did it just so they can reuse this lower torsos at some point, but it's just something to note that these tights should actually be higher and shorter. I don't know why they did it. They've actually made shorts shorter on other figures. I don't know why they didn't do it with Rousey here. Moving on to her legs, she didn't wear knee pads, which is to be expected. She just had her bare legs. going all the way down to her boots, which are really done well. You can see all the sculpt work in them is done exceptionally well, from the laces to the line work in it. Just overall really good. And you can see some detailing right here on the boot as well. No detail in the soles because that's where all the copyright is. And surprisingly, no peg holes on Ronda here, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Other than that, that's all we have for Ronda Rousey, which it's pretty good for this figure. What we're going to do now is actually get her compared to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Ronda Rousey posed next to an Elite Charlotte Flair and an NXT TakeOver Eva Marie. Here we have Ronda Rousey posed next to the Fan Central Carmella and the Walgreens exclusive Alexa Bliss. And finally, here we have the Ultimate Edition's Ronda Rousey posed next to the basic Ronda Rousey. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to her articulation. Ronda Rousey is sporting some surprisingly good articulation, even for female figure standards, and let's actually run through it really fast. She only has a ball joint, or a ball peg in the head, so she only gets some slight up and down movement. We do get rotation, very little, if any, head tilt, so I'm going to say none. She does have a ball joint in the shoulder, which goes out to about that far. Does a full 360, and these are removable if you want to take them off. She does have a bicep swivel, which works really good. We have double bend in the elbow, and you can see she gets surprisingly good range out of that joint, so I do like that. She has a swivel and a hinge in the wrist, which works really well. She has a ball joint in the torso that goes back about that far. Goes forward only about that far, does tilt side to the side, and we do get nice rolling on that joint. Unfortunately, we don't get any rotation on that. It's mainly just for up, down, and side to side movement. She has rotation at the waist. Legs do kick forward only to about there. You can force it a little bit more, but you start cutting into the plastic. Legs do go out about that far. She swivels at the thigh. Double jointed knees, which works really well. Swivel at the boot. We do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes all the way back, all the way forward. Surprisingly, oh no, she does have rocker ankle. I was going to say limited, but unlike Warrior, she does have rocker ankle. And then we do get a toe joint. So other than that, Ronda Rousey here is an exceptional figure. So what I'm going to do now is actually get her posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Ultimate Edition's Ronda Rousey pose for my final thoughts, and overall I like the way this figure came out. There's a lot of things to like about this figure. The articulation is something we rarely see on female figures, especially with double jointed elbows. I think that's a really good step in the right direction. Alternate hands as well as hinges is good for the Mattel line. The one thing I do have to criticize this figure on is the price point. Seeing as how the Ultimate Editions line is $30, which sounds fair when you look at all the accessories we get, we end up actually paying $10 more than most figures that come with interchangeable parts, so that's something that I don't feel Mattel really needs. I'm pretty sure these could have sold for $25, and that'd be a little better to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow, shelling out $30 for an articulated figure, which Hasbro and other local companies can give us for $20. If you are a fan of Ronda Rousey or just need a Ronda Rousey in wrestling gear in your collection, at the moment this is the only way to get her, which is a really sneaky technique on Mattel's part, but it's a really good way to showcase the new Ultimate Collections line. I was lucky enough to find my set at Target, which is surprising because I really haven't seen much in stores now, so seeing as how I did pick this and Warrior up, it's really good to see new stuff on the shelves. If you are looking for Ronda Rousey, the Ultimate Edition line is starting to hit stores now, so check your Walmart, Targets, and I'm not sure if Walgreens is even going to carry this, but you can find her online on Ringside Collectibles. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.